Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I am on the PTC, which is Public Test Client, and we are going to talk about the specializations. Timestamps will be below, and you can skip around to what you like. We're going to go through every single level of all 5 specializations so you can see them all. Disclaimer, this is the test server, and anything I show you could change by the time it hits live. It could change after it hits live. How you do all this could change before it hits live, but we're going to go into how it works for now. First thing to note, you must be rank 5 and it must say house operator. I think this part is the new thing that they added. You also must be in a guild that is itself faction aligned. Same thing. So I'm faction Harkonnen on the test server and my guild is Harkonnen on the test server. My assumption, because since this hasn't gone live, I don't know this for sure, those of us who are already rank 5 in a house will likely need to go to Piter de Vries or Thufirhawat and start new dialogue. Then there'll be a short cutscene, a little bit more dialogue, boom, the Landsrod will open up for you. Landsrod is L, just like it always has been, but if you noticed, there is nothing to turn in now because it is all quest-based. There is this new little tab right here, and you take quests. The quests give you XP. The XP goes towards the specialization. You can pick crafting, you can pick gathering, exploration. It doesn't make any difference. 5 of these per day. They stack up to 35 per week. This is also something I'm unclear of. You can see I can do 35 right here in this top right corner. Does it change when the servers spin back up after the Coriolis each week? Is that the week, Tuesday through Monday, or is it Monday through early Monday? I don't really know, but you get 35 per week. If you never miss anything, if Funcom doesn't add like double XP weekends or stuff like that, it will take about 355 days to complete all of them to level 100. I can say as fact they probably will not remain the same as they are now because the combat specialization by itself, once you hit level 100, you are doing double the damage and taking half the damage. If you go up against someone in PvP who doesn't have any of that, you're going to destroy them and they're barely going to tickle you. So there's no way that's going to stand just like that. They'll have to figure something out. The other thing is the quartermaster seems to serve no purpose. Now, is that only because it's the PTC? I don't know. Maybe once it goes live, he'll be for some kind of turn-in of something, maybe after the effect, after you get your stuff done. I'm not really positive. So we'll have to figure that out as it comes. You're going to hit K. K brings up your talents. Now, it is not up here like it showed in the video for the Chapter 3 live stream. It is down here, Specializations. You can hit G or click on this once you bring it up. This gives you all of your specializations. Crafting, gathering, exploration, combat, and sabotage. I would highly suggest doing a run of 5 quests for each one, missions, contracts, first before you pick a specialization to really hone in on right away, because you unlock like 5 levels right off the bat. So let's start here with this. We're going to go through every single one. I will pause for just a moment. You can pause the screen if you want to, and we're going to touch on what each one of these are. The passes, if you want to call that, the things that are not actual traits, are the same throughout as best I can tell. So we're going to start here. You're going to allow 1 augment. Now, what I don't know is, does that give you the 1 augment, or is that 1 additional augment from, because you start off with no augment. So I'm thinking this is your 1 augment. 1% item durability of the crafted items after you have this already. So anything you craft after you've got these and it goes up will have greater and greater durability. So melee augment, more crafted. Now you get to your garment augment. So that takes care of your 3 augments by level 10. My understanding on this number right here, this 10 or 5, that's how much spice you need to unlock this trait once you have gotten to level 25 or 22 or 18. Another video I watched, Cuddles Are Us or something, I guess if to get all 5 of these unlocked to level 100 takes like 3,700 spice. Oh, refining speed. Oh, extra spice refining. Very nice. Plus another one I missed. Combine lower qualities. Oh, I wonder if you're going to have to get to this before you can do what we can do right now. Are they going to take that out of the advanced survival crafter for live? Time will tell, time will tell. With this kind of stuff right here, I have a feeling the really, really good augments are going to cost an absolute fortune. Like, there's going to be people that max out crafting and are just popping out augments at high quality and selling them for absurd amounts, probably. That would be my guess. Of course, we also have to have functioning servers that have enough people to have an exchange that's actually healthy. Or they could just make it region-wide like every other multiplayer game. Now this one's curious. Chance to obtain a rare additional item. Is that just spice-infused dust? Is it... So if you disassemble or recycle a plastanium item, you get a chance to get spice melange back? Or plastanium ingots back? I wonder what they mean by rare items. Boy, this, when you get all these up, it's going to make the week where you get a negative 75% refining speed. Just, my God. There's your helm. Helm's at 75 for each of them. I wish we could view it. Man, there's going to be a really good market for buying cheap used gear off the exchange once you have this all leveled up and recycling them and ending up with like way more value in mats than what you bought the item for. And then the big one, plus 15% to get an extra bonus for your schematics. That's pretty nice. All right, let's jump down here to the next one. We're going to gathering. I'm curious what they mean on this by scrap. Is it just metal scrap, or is it scrap yielding resource nodes? Curious. Oh man, this thing plus the Mark 6 impure. Woof. Oh, so you get a jackpot here too. Okay. Ah, plus 100% when you go pick stuff up by hand off the ground. That'll really help with plant fiber. I like this. The tool power drain's really going to help, especially if you're using the big scythes, the big water scythes. I feel like this one's kind of boring. It's like the same 4 things over and over again. Okay, there's... Oh, corpse volume negative 50%. Heck yeah. Okay, so it's like the same 5 things over and over. Ooh, 10% area. Very nice. This kind of thing may make it so that the Mark IV compact compactor may end up being like you never call the worm. This plus reduced threat. So you gain a bigger area, have less threat, more compacted. The Mark IV compact compactor may be best in slot down the road because once you get to 5 and 6, the threat's higher. There's your helm. Be interesting to see what those actually look like once you get them. I'm assuming this can be used for... I really shouldn't assume that it can be used as a variant, but we'll see. That's going to be a really good amount of lowered power. Okay, let's pop on now to exploration. Oh, the inventory. Everybody's going to love this one. Shouldn't that be minus 15%? I feel like that should say minus 15%. Oh, damn. Wait, but increases it by how much? It doesn't give us a value. That's interesting. Not that it costs very much anyway. It should be minus 25% to that 15% hit to your durability loss. Inventory. Okay, so you have Suspenser here, you have power up there. Very nice. I mean, nice until you toss a probe, then who cares? But, I mean, whatever. Increases the amount of looting containers. Once again, doesn't give us an amount, just says increases. Could be like, you get 1 extra thing. I mean, alright. See, once again, I think it should say negative, not plus. Let's do that one again because it was kind of covered by the other thing. Oh, nice. So that's our sand walking that we never got. Sort of. That they put in the game and thought it was dumb and took it out. Very nice. All right, we're going to go into combat, the thing that everybody wants, of course. Lots of skill points in this. So there's your... This leads up to plus 100% damage and minus 50% damage taken. Okay, so now I just thought about something. I'm assuming this is to help you try to get to the highest level of the new scaling dungeons because it's going to get harder and harder and harder. How it's going to work in PvP is going to be interesting. Well, if you need skill points, this is where you get them. As a melee, I am so happy about all those plus stamina. Skill points, hit points, and stamina pretty much is... Yeah, it's... While I'm happy for all of what you're getting in this combatant's helm, it feels like it's kind of boring. I mean, I'm happy to have extra skill points, heck yeah, but it's kind of unimagined, you know? It's just skill points, just stamina, just hit points. I mean, alright. Lastly, we have Sabotage. I think I'm going to like Sabotage, especially as melee. And then the first thing is shoot him in the head. I can see with all the extra damage to stagger targets, plus some of the Bene Gesserit and Swordmaster, you could end up one-shotting with a heavy attack from a melee weapon. I mean, that alone right there is 30 less melange. I also have not figured out what house script does. What do you turn it in for? Is that how we get the swatches and stuff like that? I don't know. Oh, nice. So there's another bonus to loot. So corpses, chests, fallen ships, wrecks, and treasures. If you once you get all that done, will have additional loot in them. Reduces scanning duration when you are scanned. Like how long your little water icon stays on the map? Maybe. Kind of ninja looking, maybe. Depends on if it looks anything like that thumbnail. I'm surprised that the 100 isn't more than plus 5% because all the other ones give you a big bonus. All right, there is the end of that. I think it will work out well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.